am so happy today to be interviewing Kim Kimble. She is a celebrity hairstylist. She has worked with Beyonce, Zendaya, Tyra Banks. I can go on and on and on and list everyone she's worked with. Absolutely incredible. And she just launched exclusively in Walmart her own hair care line. And I got to talk to her today all about it. I have to say that part of the beginning of our interview got cut off of my Zoom. I don't know how that happened, but we didn't miss much of it. It was only a few minutes. So I'm going to jump right in here. We were just chatting about some of the work that she did and how she got started with Beyonce. She actually told me about how she grew up in the industry. She's a third generation hairstylist. So she's been doing this for a very long time. She has all the knowledge behind her, and she was on set working with all these people from the very beginning. So she knows how it all goes. And now I'm going to jump right into the interview with her. I hope you guys love it.
Television and film. I got on a movie called Baps. Robert Townsend hired me to do Baps.
Baps. Okay. Yeah. And that's how you like jumped into it. And I guess.
Yeah. So when I got in the union, I was working a lot. I started working on a lot of television shows, movies. And that's why I met Beyonce in a movie. We did Carmen Jones, the same people who produced Baps produced Carmen Jones.
Right.
So they hired me to come in and do the hair for Carmen Jones, and Beyonce starred in it. And that was my first introduction into meeting her.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Yeah. It's incredible. So you've had like a long history in it. It's not.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I look back and go, yeah, it's been a little journey.
Yeah. And you realize like, the work that you put in to get there, which is like, I don't think everybody realizes like how much it really takes, to get out there and to be working with these people and, honing your craft. It's just, there's so much.
When I get new assistants, they're always like, I want to see, can you pass the Kim Kimble test? they see all the glamour and the posting and, especially the younger stylists, they're into posting, but but as I understand it, there's prep work that goes into this. We have to prepare, we have to create boards, we have to prep hair pieces and extensions, that's what it takes, so they go through the ringer.
I know, and it's true. I worked as a fashion stylist for over 15 years, and I think that's one of the things that they miss is that there is so much prep to it. The hours that you're on set, there's a lot there, but the stuff that you do before you get there,
yes,
insane.
Exactly. Sometimes it takes weeks to prepare for stuff.
Yes, and you have to be the best at it, I feel like, because you'll be replaced very easily,
that part right. So it's one thing to get there,
right?
To stay there, that's a whole nother thing.
Exactly. That's why I know, like, you've been in this, it's like and the reason why you end up getting to work with these big names and these people, and you're looked at as so important in the industry. And I think, which also leads now into your brand, why you're able to launch such an incredible brand with a store like Walmart. So let's talk about that.
I feel very excited about it. I'm so excited because what an amazing opportunity. And one of the things, because I used to have a television show too called LA Hair. So we have a lot of customers, a lot of our fans, shop at Walmart. That's like, and in the areas that they're in. And I think Walmart is an amazing place to shop. But it's so great that they allowed me to launch a multicultural line there, not only wet goods, but I'm also doing tools.
Oh, I didn't know you.
Flat irons, curling irons, and you're getting quality product, because of all my years of working with celebrities and, working, and I also had a salon. So I know hair so well and what hair needs and what really works. And so I've had a lot of experience. And so that's why I was so excited to design this line for Walmart.
And you made it accessible. I feel like that's what it is. And it's like, we need that.
So everybody can look like a star.
Exactly.
Kimblized. Exactly. That's what it means to be Kimblized. To look like a star.
I'm here for that. We all need it. I feel like that's what you look for. And it's not something, if you're not around it, you don't necessarily know how to do it. And you need you need these products to guide you, you know, the different things that are when you wake up in the morning and you're getting ready, you need the right tools and the right products to go to give you that out of a salon and in your house look to look beautiful essentially.
Right.
Talk me through some of the products that you have, because I went through them, and I know it. I actually I do a lot to my hair. I get out of the shower, I towel dry it, I blow dry it, I straighten it, and then I curl it. So it's a lot of treatment happening.
Yeah, it sounds like you need the heat protector,
I
right? Because
Yes.
you know, which is, you know, listen, I've been actually, I cut my hair recently and I was rocking it natural, and I just recently straightened it because, you know, I like to switch up my look.
Yeah.
And you know, the heat protector is there so you can use, you know, tools, you know, curling irons and stuff, and protect your hair. And I also want to be able to go back to my natural look as well.
Yeah.
So I love the heat protector. It is awesome for, you know, not only helping you kind of blow dry the hair and getting some control with the hair, but it's also good for assisting in protecting your hair while you're using heat on it. I think that's super important.
That's so important. And I know myself, like I don't do that enough. And then I notice the worst is when I notice like all the breaking, when you see your hair breaking off and you see the pieces of it. You know, like, you know that like you have a long strand, but you see a piece of hair this long, you're like, it broke. And so I think
you know, that's breakage.
Yeah.
When it's from the bulb on the end, you know, that's hair loss.
Right. So those are the two
Or
things.
shedding.
Yes. And which is also an issue. I feel like that I always hear a lot about, you know, is the shedding and dealing with that, those issues. And if you take care of your hair the right way, the better chance you have of having it looking beautiful and shiny and healthy and being able to style it better. You know, I think our hair is everything, no matter what. It's
exactly.
Like
when it's not right, it's always an issue. You know what I mean? For you. You gotta, you know, in one way or another, whether it's from damage or just not even styled right.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
That's the first thing people see is your hair when they look at you. So they see your face, but it's framed with your hair.
Yeah,
you know?
and it matters. It changes everything. I mean, the second I wear my hair up like on the weekends a lot, it's just up and back, and it's like people look at, they're like, you look like a different person, you know, because it's like two different. You're styled and then you're not styled. It's totally different world. How do you get that shine? How do you get hair to have such a nice like shine? Like your hair is so shiny. How do you get that?
Well, I actually use the another product that I'm super excited about is Star Treatment Mask.
Yes.
I use the Star Treatment Mask, and I condition my hair with that. And it's got some great stuff in it, like mango butter and shea butter. It really hydrates the hair and conditions it, but I notice it really gives it a great shine. It's got stuff in it. And a lot of our products have stuff in it to make it shine because and hydrate the hair. So it does a couple of things. So I use that. And then of course I flat iron it with my vibrating flat iron. And the vibrating, yeah, that's how I got this look. So the vibrating flat iron, it vibrates when you use it. Okay. And what it does, it spreads the hair apart. So you can get a nice, even straightening out of it.
That makes so much more sense. So
and I feel like I'm getting a massage when I use my hands.
I've never heard massage. That's amazing. So, because whenever you do it, sometimes it like, unless you use a comb to like flatten the hair out and get it across the whole thing, you know, you get big chunks of it. And you can kind of, so it vibrates. So it actually, oh my God, that's awesome.
And I'm giving my hand a massage.
I love it.
That is so much fun.
I wonder.
I'm so happy.
Do you think that helps like growth a little bit too? Because I know like when your scalp has that, I feel like
stimulation.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Even when I have the treatment on, I go in and I massage my hair, but I do use a steamer when I condition my hair. I use a steamer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that also really helps to open up the cuticle and get the product in there. But I love to massage my scalp when the conditioner's in there because blood circulation is so important.
I don't think that's something everyone knows that you have. How often do you put the mask on?
I've been doing it every week right now because I feel like my hair really needs it. I had to touch up the color a little bit because I have to do a little color on my hair because I got a little snow on top.
I didn't even know.
I call them highlights, silver highlights.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think everyone knows to take care of their hair like the way you're saying.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah,
It's
and
so important.
I didn't grow up that way, like I feel like my mom didn't do a lot. So it was like as I got older, I kind of had to learn how to take care of my hair.
Right, right, right.
and and so it took some time, to do oil treatments and to make sure that I spent the time weekly to make sure that it would look better and look healthy and grow and all that.
Right.
And I feel like it's sort of important for us to know from working with,
Absolutely.
you know.
That's the success of your hair. The key is your hair is always going to grow. There's things to help make it grow, but the key is keeping the hair on there.
Yes.
Keeping it falling out. Like that is what you really need to do.
It
Right?
is.
I mean,
Yes.
it's so simple. Just keep it on your head and it'll grow. don't make it fall out.
I love that. I love
Dryness and brittle, especially if you use color or you use
Yeah.
any kind of chemicals in your hair or a lot of heat, you have to really condition it because those things wear and tear on your hair, and you've got to just kind of help to rebuild and keep the hair nourished so that it stays healthy and it doesn't fall out.
So do you think, I know a lot of people will pay attention to, split ends and the ends of their hair, but the root is also important too. Like
Yeah, of course.
down to the ends.
Right. And the ends are definitely important, especially when you're conditioning them and keeping them. But yeah, you don't want to do anything that's going to weaken the root and it'll break out. You don't want to clog the pores. That's like we have an edge control and we design stuff. We design it so it doesn't clog your pores. You want to make sure you could use these things, but you got to know how to use them properly.
Right.
And when we design the product, I really want to make sure that it is, okay, so this is what I feel. Style and healthy hair should coexist.
Thank
You know
you.
what I mean? On a person's head. So you need great styling products, but you also want to make sure that they're healthy, and that they're not causing damage and issues in your scalp and your hair. So when we even design down to the shampoo, we want to make sure we use the shampoos that's not going to dry out your hair, dry out your scalp. The same thing with the edge controls. You don't want to clog the pores.
Right.
Anything that's not gonna sit there and cause you to have hair loss later.
Right.
So it's so important on the types of products that you choose and how that they are developed. And that's by me being a hairstylist, it really helped me because I have so many customers and I'm always trying to make things to, appease them and make sure they're happy.
So it's like, and you work with so many different hair types.
Yes, absolutely.
Key too, because I mean, there's so many different, from even like just like textures and thin and thick, or a lot of hair versus like you can have very thin hair but a lot of it, or you can have very very coarse hair but not a lot of it. So I think
exactly.
Those are the different things that not everybody realizes, even about themselves, what they have and how they should be working with their hair.
And I was going to say, there's a whole nother thing that people don't even think about is the low porosity and high porosity.
Oh, tell me
about
whole
nother thing.
Yeah.
Where your hair, low porosity is when your hair does not absorb product well. I call it, I say it's just so virgin that nothing can get in there. You know what I mean? So you got to really condition and soften it up and put that product in there, so that it actually can do something. But, most of the girls with natural hair really suffer from, they don't do anything to it.
Right.
So, the hair, it's strong in that sense, but it's very drying and it doesn't absorb product well. So it looks dry and it just does some weird things. It's like the product rolls right off of it, So that was one of the key things that when we worked in developing, we wanted to create products that helped in that low porosity area.
Would you say to do like a treatment overnight? Do you think it's better for that to get, if you can't get in, is it is the time a factor in it?
Time is definitely a factor because a lot of people are rushing when they're conditioning in their hair. Put it on and rinse it right off. It is good to spend some time, but you don't have to. I mean, it's going to absorb what it needs, and then the rest is just there. You know what I mean?
Close your hair.
The one thing, if you really want to help it overnight, is okay. But the one thing I will say is like you need like a heating cap or a steamer that can really condition that hair.
Yeah, I mean the steamer, that to me too is a big I know you mentioned it a little bit before. And it makes sense. It's not something I really have thought about, but I feel like it does make sense because that's how you're getting that, you're infusing.
Yeah, helps open and loosen that cuticle up. I also use it for coloring hair, but it's really great for conditioning hair. It opens up the cuticle and gets to absorb the product,
Your hair,
you
yeah.
know, because it's warm too. It's a little
Right.
bit heat. Heat helps in absorbing product. And then we rinse it out with cold water and that seals it in, you know?
Yes, I've heard that. That's the best. So, what would
Yeah.
you say if you were gonna, tell someone who's looking into the products? What would be like, I guess, the main ones to start working with? The, I guess, maybe 4 or 5 products to start with.
Okay. I would say I would definitely do I love the shampoo.
Mm.
It's great. Because you need that. You need to cleanse your hair.
Yeah.
And you know, if you want to start, I would do the Star Treatment Mask because it's my favorite conditioner. And I love what it does to the hair. It's very healthy and a lot of people can use it and it looks really great. Um, you definitely need a good flat iron, you know.
And
And
after you said that about yours, I have to get that because
yeah, you use a vibrating flat iron. So was that 3 so far?
yes, yeah,
Yeah, and if you are going to put heat on your hair, protective,
yeah.
yeah. And I also love the hot oil.
Oh,
Hot
I
oil,
saw that. Yes, I want to know more
yes.
about that.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's got castor oil. It's got like all the great, you know, almond oil, avocado oil, all
Mm.
those great oils. Because I love hot oil treatments too. It's another treatment, but also too, I did take a little bit of oil and rub it through my hair too, just
That
like
can
in
be
the ends,
showing too.
just like a little bit, because
Yeah,
I didn't want to use a lot because I don't want to make it heavy. But
right. It's not
stiff
at all. I mean,
wear,
it's gorgeous. Yeah.
stiff wear, stiff wear.
I mean, it's everything. It's
Yeah,
like,
so yeah, so I use it for multiple. The oil I can use it for multiple things. It's like natural oil.
and
It's great. I can condition my hair. I can just give it, you know, give it a quick little, you know,
that's showing.
moisturizing, yeah, and shine in my hair. So yeah, I can use it for a couple different things, you know.
I think, and castor
And
oil,
I use
it
it on
helps growth, right? Too. I know that's an
yeah,
that's
it does. It does help to promote growth. And this oil has like a also, you know, like peppermint to stimulate the scalp. So there you
yes,
go. A little scalp
yes.
stimulation. Yes.
You need
The
it.
treat, you gotta have it, but it's like all my children, they're all great products. But you know, though I think those 5 things, because you
Yeah.
can also I can use the oil if I have braids or if
Yes.
I have locks, I can oil my hair, or I can do a hot oil treatment if my hair is straight.
Right.
I can use it for so many different things. So
Oh,
I guess those things are always good to have.
yeah, you incorporated so many. You thought of everything. I feel like, and it makes sense after all. The time that you've spent in the industry. I think across like all hair types, you've really covered them, and you've made sure that like every girl has something to go to, and
Yeah,
that's amazing.
absolutely.
Like that's not always thought about. I feel like it's missing often, and we need that. Like we need more of that in the
I
industry.
agree. Because hair is really about texture and knowing what it needs. And as a hairstylist, I'm able to really observe that. And I look at people's texture. And I've done a lot of consultations. I mean, gosh, we're probably into thousands now. I've been doing hair so long.
It's amazing.
Thousands and thousands of consultations, but I love it because I'm also being educated of, you know, of course, when I started, you know, I had a lot of clients, didn't realize I was going to be manufacturing products and
Yeah,
all of that. It's good to know, you know, what people need and
it is.
how, you know, what they need to keep their hair together.
And you're the type of person that we need to go to, someone that actually knows, that gets it. It's not just like making it have nothing, you know?
And they're mixing up in their kitchen going, oh, let's just try this. Let's see how this works.
Exactly.
Maybe it works, maybe it
I'm
doesn't.
not about that. I'm good, thanks. The last thing I want to talk to you about, because I think everyone wants to know, is like what trends are you seeing now for spring? For all different hair. I think we always want to do that new style, something that's in, something that updates our look. And what would you say that is? I guess.
I think everybody's going for spring and summer, they're going for the cut.
Yeah.
They've been into this quarantine too long, honey. And they've grown their hair. And I think okay, now I'm ready for style.
Yes.
I think a pick me up, you know, by
Yeah.
color. Of course, color is always in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But trends in color is, you know, I think people are definitely going much lighter, you know, because they're going back to their salon.
Yeah. They finally can get it all in.
They're tired of ombre and roots now. They're going for full
No
color.
more ombre.
No, they're over it because that's how they had to live during quarantine.
It's so true. It's funny that you said a cut because I keep saying that to myself. Like I want to just go like blunt, straight, nice cut. I feel like it freshens everything up and you look you know.
Yeah, I just cut mine.
I love it.
Cut my hair.
Like you inspired me even more when I saw yours. I was like, oh, it looks so good, and the sides. Oh,
If you look style, I've been getting compliments. Even the fellas are liking it. I'm like,
yes.
okay.
And I mean,
thank you, fellas.
when they compliment, you know, I feel like that's like everything. So I am so happy we were able to talk about all this. This was really fun and interesting, informative. I can't wait to try out all of your products. You know that I will be, and I will be using that hashtag because I have to get in there.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Yeah, where can everybody find you? Just give us a little. I know.
Yes, at Kimble Hair Care is my Instagram. If you want to find me on Facebook, it's Kim Kimble Products. I have a new Facebook page, and then Twitter at Kimble Hair Care. So those, and then I have a YouTube channel, Kim Kimble TV. They actually, you can learn how to use we have all, and also on Walmart.com,
right.
They show how to use the products and the tools and all that, because we have some pretty interesting things.
Yeah. You're everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And my website is kimkimble.com. That's easy.
Perfect.
You know, it has all the information on there too. So,
and everybody can shop for all your products on Walmart's site, I guess, right?
Yes, yeah, they're exclusive to Walmart.
They're exclusive
anywhere else. This particular line, you can only get it at Walmart. You can't get it anywhere else.
Amazing.
It's exclusive, honey.
Yeah, that's when you got that.
They're exclusive.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. You do this very well.
Thank you. That means so much to me. Thank you, Kim, so much. I was so great talking to you. And I look forward to seeing more of your work. I'll be following along everything.
Oh, thank you. And I can't wait to see how you get Kimberlized.
Oh, yeah. You know it. Thanks, Kim. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.